Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a market update on XDC and going over my thoughts on the price action. So if you are new to the channel and you want to show some support, please leave a like and subscribe. So I'm on the daily chart and I just want to provide some general zones to watch out for, considering we have dropped quite significantly since my last video. So in general, I would say the region we're at right now has historically been very significant. So you can see how in this February rally, we kind of peaked here around 4 cents before kind of reversing and dropping another 32% over 3 or so weeks. And ultimately, we were unable to reclaim this level for about a month. And this was coming off a very strong rally. So we saw price action take its first major pause here around the 4 cent mark. And then when we broke above it, we came back down, we retested this area, and it held as support. So you can see how time and time again we keep coming back to this level, and then once again here in February of 2022 we bounced off this, and then we kind of started this new trend where we started to bounce back up. We went up 59% over 66 days, and then this is kind of when Bitcoin started really losing that $40,000 support and coming all the way back down to the lowest it went was in the $25,000 range. So now that we're seeing Bitcoin start to take a pause and kind of go sideways here at $29,000, we're seeing a lot of altcoins sort of lose their relative areas and support, considering how Bitcoin is this bearish and it's kind of moving sideways at the expense of altcoins kind of losing their support. So certain altcoins are trending down in this period of consolidation by Bitcoin, and that just represents a lot of the fear in the market relative to the altcoins, and how a lot of investors are just fleeing these risky assets because they're scared they're going to see, you know, more than a 78 or 80% drop. So a lot of these altcoins are at some key support levels, and if Bitcoin is unable to hold itself and it trends down to the low $20,000 range, I would expect a lot of these altcoins to take some pretty significant declines, considering how they possess a lot more risk than Bitcoin. So in an event where Bitcoin, say, crashes another 30%, some of these altcoins would simultaneously drop 60 or 70%. So I'd watch out for that on the downside. If Bitcoin is not holding itself, altcoins are just going to have bad sentiment. The Bitcoin dominance is going to rise. But that being said, we are at support right now. We've seen this zone historically held as resistance in sort of February and March of 2021, and support in May of 2021, and then support back in February of this year. So if we were to expect some sort of relief bounce or sort of a break of this downtrend, this would ultimately be around the area I would expect that to happen. So you can see how beyond this, it really wasn't that long for us to go from 1 cent all the way up to 4 cents. So if we just take some sort of measured move right here, it only took around 16 days for us to go from the 1 cent mark to the 4 cent mark. So that's telling me that there's really not a lot of support between this level and then this level. So if we are to lose this zone, I would watch out, considering that there's not much support on the way down. But for the time being, we are kind of holding here, although it is rolling over slightly, but that's mainly because of Bitcoin not bouncing itself. So I would watch out for this level. If we are unable to hold it, then please be cautious, consider the risks associated with that. But if there is a level where we would bounce, this would likely be that level. And this is a great risk reward area because we have such a defined stop, right? If we lose this level and we come back down, say just 10% or so, and start closing above this and holding as resistance, well, then you know that this is confirmed as resistance, and then you know that most likely this is not going to be holding as support for a bounce. But in the short term, in the time being, we have some sort of pattern here that could suggest this might be an area of interest for a bounce. So I would just play this as it goes and watch out for Bitcoin and just kind of wait and see. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy, and as always, I will see you in the next one.